Hey folks, Ryan Patrick Murphy here with another unboxing video. Let's see if we can get something to open the box with. I got ordered from Northern Brewer this past weekend. I think I probably talked about what I got on Homebrew Wednesday, but let's just take a look at everything because everybody loves to look at brew stuff. Am I right? Alright, I always love a good box of awesome from Northern Brewer. You know, your standard catalog. Homebrew for the holiday. This is an old, oh, this is late fall edition. They need to get a winter edition out to me. They may actually mail me one of those. Alright, we have a box. There's a box. This is the Last Straw ball lock accessory assembly. So I'm guessing it's like the lines. Gas line, liquid line, and the disconnects. Yep, we got there's some washers here for putting in little screw-on dealy bobs. We got a liquid line. Apparently they expect me to use my own gas. Well, no, I guess I screw directly into the regulator. So we got gas line, screw-on gas line, and a ball lock disconnect. So that part's not too exciting. This time I'll try to open things in order, so I'm not mixing and matching. All right, we got fancy like Apple packaging here. A white box. Oh, it's actually a magnetic box too. So this is the Last Straw bottle filler. I've seen the Blickman beer gun in person. It's about $25 cheaper than this one. So here's what we go. Here's what we got. Pretty simple looking apparatus. Actually, you know, that might look a little complicated, but relatively simple. So, you know, it's ergonomic because when you're filling a bottle and you got something in your hand, you want to hold it like this. So it's pretty ergonomic. I think the beer gun, you actually have triggers. So you got 2 triggers, and so, you know, filling bottles like that is not comfortable. You're probably gonna do this or whatever. It's still not right. It should be pretty comfortable. This button here can purge. It'll fill gas. Push gas down into your bottle, and you can see you can purge out the O2. And then, unlike the Blickman, I believe, which has a trigger for the liquid, this actually has a spring-loaded dealy bob in the bottom. So you push that down, the beer comes out. So that's pretty handy. We have so you're going to need 2 connections to your gas. One for your keg, obviously. And then the other line goes here, so you can purge your bottle. And then this connects to your liquid line. And there's some washers that come in there that you put on the lines when you connect here. They give you 4. You'll need 2 of them. That is a pretty neat thing. I can't wait to use it. Their video didn't really show how to clean this properly. I'm guessing probably once you hook it up to, I got the keg washer, Mark's keg washer, so I can hook up a hose. So maybe I can hook up a hose or something. I don't know how I'm going to get in through this and clean it, because that could be a little bit of trouble, what do you think? I don't know. We'll find out. I guess really you don't need to clean the gas line, and you know, clean the outside of your. Well, I guess the beer might actually go up into the hole there too. I'm not sure, huh? But yeah, I'll need to figure out how to clean that out. And remember seeing something where this comes apart partially. I don't know. I'll have to see if there's any instructions on how properly. I guess this here unscrews, and there's some other things I think that unscrew. I don't really know since I've never owned one or seen one of these used. So should be pretty fun. Let's actually look at how this came packaged. This is pretty phenomenal packaging for a homebrew item. Okay. So we'll use all the package here, but look at that. It's styrofoamed in there. It's form-fitting. And probably a little instruction manual there. A little information about that. So that's pretty cool. I can't wait to use that. I want to share some beer with the Iowa Carver, also now known as the Mini Brewer. He has a new channel where he talks about small batch brewing. So go check that out. He's called the Mini Brewer. M-I-N-I. What else do we got here? We have an Oktoberfest kit, lager kit. Is extract. I've never made a Northern Brewer lager, so this should be pretty interesting. OG of 1058, and it suggests that it would be ready in 3 months. So I might brew this one this weekend. Fire up the old Keyser there and turn it into a fermentation chamber again. That was actually its original use. This is a full-bodied and elegant red amber lager with a subdued German noble hop bitterness and complex multi-profile that's great all year round. See, Brett's Brewery, I can drink it all year round. Get it started in August for October drinking. Recommended 2-stage cold fermentation and yeast starter. I wasn't going to make a yeast starter since I was getting Save Lager dry yeast, but I have heard that lager yeast, you need a lot more yeast because of the colder temperature. So I'll make a yeast starter with the lager yeast. I don't know if that needs to be. Does that need to be cooler? I don't know if that needs to be cooler or what. I'll let you know what I do. I'll do some research. There'll probably be an addendum to this video telling you what I did anyway. So let's see what we have in this kit. Here's an LME I don't think I've ever used. Amber malt extract syrup. I've used amber DME, I believe. Oh, it's bulgy a little bit. But so we got 6 pounds of that. That's probably the majority of our fermentables. Of course, we got the too small of a hot bag. Actually, this is a pretty. They've been cutting these smaller and smaller. This one's not too bad. We have some German tradition hops, 5.9% alpha. I believe that's all there is for hops. Some Rathskeller specialty grains. I don't know. That's about 1 pound of DME. 2nd pound of Pilsen Light DME. The grains are. It is 1 pound of Weyermann Carabinic 2. I don't know why I don't just put that on the back instead of saying the Rothskeller specialty grains, but alright. So pretty cool. Should be a pretty tasty kit. Let me see if I can grab the yeast here. Oh, and I got priming sugar for both kits, even though it'll get used in the cake. I'm going to probably naturally carb. So this one may not get naturally carb, but I always get the dextrose. So just to have, this kit, I went with dry yeast just because of the mishap. I have my liquid yeast before. I just didn't want to deal with that. We have Safe Lager W34/70. So I believe I've used this yeast before with another lager that I did. Works pretty well, I think, in my opinion. So there's that. Now some people are going, oh great, you got a lager. You got a lager, Ryan. What did you get? I saw 2 packs of priming sugar and another pack of yeast in there. Oh, hold on. Let me see what we got. Take the priming sugar, get that out of the way. Second kit here is Northern Brewer's White House Honey Porter kit. I've only once been involved with the making of this kit. It was actually the first kit my dad did. It was a small batch, 1 gallon. You know, bought him. Me and my brother bought him that kit, 1 gallon starter kit. You know, just see if he'd like brewing. This is a OG of 1054, ready about 4 weeks. Oh, I would expect 6 weeks. Anyway, the original recipe brewed by White House staff is both a callback to the favored beverage of our founding fathers, as well as an opportunity to come together in an election year and share pints across the aisle. Which it's ironic that I picked an election year to buy this. Munich malts, white moderate bitterness, and a pound of honey lets us all find common ground. In a year of divisive politics, we think it's especially important to remember what we have in common: homebrewing. Alright, so this is the first time I have brewed this. We have German Hallertau hops, 3.1%. Nugget hops at 13.5%. I'm guessing, if I remember, the Nugget going at 45 and the Hallertau at 15. I'm not sure. I will confirm that. I know I didn't tell you where the hops and the other one went, but I think those are probably 60-minute hops. They're only 1 ounce. We got our honey porter grains. We have 2 3.15 pound jugs of gold malt extract syrup and a pound of light amber honey. So this stuff is way hard. I'm guessing it's not pasteurized, or maybe it is, but it doesn't, you know, it's really hard. It's not like the little honey bear stuff. Let's see, our malts are a pound of caramel 20.75 pounds of Munich malt, 0.375 pounds of black malt, and 0.188 pounds of chocolate malt. The honey goes in at flame out. Okay, that goes in at flame out. We have a half ounce of Nugget at 45 and a half ounce at 30, and a half ounce of the Hallertau at the end of the bowl. So I don't even use all the Hallertau hops, unless they only gave me a half ounce bag. Sometimes some places do that. Northern Brewer, not so much. I tend to frequently waste hops, Northern Brewer, which is unfortunate. I like it when kits come with, you know, parts of an ounce, but that, you know, it's expensive to do that. So let's put that all away. And I'm using Nottingham yeast. So, which is, you know, pretty solid yeast. A lot of folks use it. So, not sure when I'll get around to making that, but should be pretty good. I don't want to get too overcommitted on kegs again. Even though I still got an open keg right now, and I probably need to put the rye pale ale in there. I'll talk about a previous purchase I made. As all you know, after I got the kegerator, I bought a new regulator so I could have 2 gas connections. This is the Governer Dual Body Regulator. This is a terrible regulator. I would not recommend purchasing it. I kept having issues where the gas or the needles, as I'd be drinking the beer, the needle kept going down pressure. What the heck? Got a hold of Northern Brewer about it. They sent me a new one. They let me keep the old one, so I got the new one in there now. New one has issues too, similar issues. That needle does not stay up. I've started sanding the crap out of my connections, trying to see if there's a leak somewhere. Which, if there was a leak, it would make sense. It should still keep putting out the same amount of gas pressure. And I'd understand if it was warm and it was cooling down. That's not the problem. The problem is it hit 0. It would go to 0. At one point I did get to where it would stabilize, so still trying to mess with the new regulator and see if I can get that to start working right again. Like, I should have just left this one on there, but I figured Northern Brewer sent me this, I should try to use it. It's kind of they did a lot of good design stuff here. Take that off. I got the nice little knobs here, but you gotta turn these knobs a lot to get to where pressure's coming out. And it doesn't even look like oh crap. Look like you might be able to take the whole handle. Yeah, they start off all out, so you turn. No pressure, no pressure, no pressure, no pressure. Then finally a little pressure starts coming out. They're real finicky. When I hooked the new one up and put it on one of the kegs in there, the needle, I turned it up to about 15 or 10 psi, and the needle just kept, and you could hear it, and it was just bouncing. So I'd get a little more gas and it stopped, but very strange, very strange. The single body version of the Governor, I think, is fantastic. I haven't ever had any issues with it. I don't know if it'll ever get used again, but I haven't, and I'll probably just keep it until I realize that I won't have a use for it. So I do not recommend getting one of these. Find a different one. This is the first dual regulator I've ever owned, so I can't give you any suggestions on what regulator to go get. This costs about $130 on Northern Brewer's website. I know that they have a Taprite one, I believe, for $100. That one might work better. I'm not sure. It doesn't have these nifty handles, but it has the screw, I think, which some of those screws that are pretty loose you could turn with your hand if you needed to. But so I'll let you know how things keep going. I'm trying to carbonate a beer right now. The oatmeal cookie brown ale I put into a keg Thursday night, and so I fight that. Put it in there. Came out that night. The pressure had gone up. What the heck? Okay, so I go turn it down. Next morning, come out. The pressure has dropped. All right, maybe it's because it was cold. So then I went. I came back home today. Pressure dropped. So I turned it back up. Pressure shouldn't be dropping. I don't know why it would drop unless it was running out of gas, which it's not. Unless this gauge is totally wrong here too. It could be. So we'll see how it goes. I'll let you know if it gets any better. If I get something figured out, I probably. I could keep bothering Northern Brewer about this, maybe get a refund, I don't know. But we'll see what happens. But just to give you guys a fair warning, I would not recommend this. If you know these issues I'm talking about and you know how to fix them, put it in the comments below, and I will next time I make a video, I'll talk about it again and tell people what I learned, if what you said worked for me, or not. We'll find out. So, all right. Cheers, 17. We'll see you next time.